listen.
If you want cheap and reliable free 40 Ultimate Team coins for all platforms, check out MMOJ, link will be in the description. Also in the description is a video proving they are legit.
Hey guys, it's Melvin7 here, and today I've got my match thoughts on the Crystal Palace vs Manchester United game that is going to kick off in approximately 50 minutes. Now, Manchester United's official Twitter have just tweeted out the team, and shit, this is the best lineup I've seen for weeks. Unfortunately, it doesn't feature Kagawa, which is the only downside, but I'm fucking so glad Fellaini's back. Right, De Gea, Smalling, Vidic, Ferdinand, Evra, Carrick, Fellaini, Mata, Rooney, Januzaj, Van Persie. Oh my god, he's finally using Mata, Rooney, Januzaj and Van Persie in the same team. And then Fellaini and Carrick as DMs. Get the fucking Fellaini's back from injury. A lot of people say he was a pointless signing, but what I hate, especially among some of our fans, is how little support Fellaini got when he joined the club. It wasn't his fault that we bought him. It's the same as when Gareth Bale went to Real Madrid. Like, everyone was like, oh, you're not worth 85 million. It's not the player's fault who the club decided to sign. And to be honest, he's exactly what we needed. And yes, he didn't have the best start, but I think that's mainly due to the fans. Now obviously the limelight's all on Mata. Hopefully he can actually show why he got signed and why he was so good for Everton. Really hope he gets himself a goal or Mata. I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna look like a complete tit if this goes tits up, but I'm gonna say 4-0 to us. I mean, with that lineup and the break in Dubai, like the warm training sessions and Rooney's new contract, it should inspire some real flair into our team and our football. So yeah, I'll be back for the end of the first half and then the second half. Okay, so that has ended 0-0. I'm really happy with how our team is actually performing. Yes, we haven't scored, but Januzaj had a goal disallowed for handball, and I don't know, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but you know, we've played really well. Fellaini did miss a sitter, but I'm not going to complain too much because Fellaini has been really good this half. His passing and his strength and defending have been really good. Yes, he probably should have put it away, but you know, it is his first game back from injury. Also, Rooney had a little cross that nearly dipped in, but was headed off the line. And then there was a free kick just before half-time that Rooney put just wide. So, you know, we have been on top. I believe we've had something like 67% possession. So I can see us getting a couple of goals in the next half. Palace's defence have been really good. They've been playing deep, and it's kind of worrying me a little bit because it reminds me of the Stoke game, how they were parking the bus. Palace aren't really doing as badly as that, I think. They're playing really deep defence, but, you know, they look dangerous on the counter-attack, but our defence has been good, albeit apart from Ferdinand, who's, you know, had a couple of mistakes that could have proved costly, so I reckon he'll get subbed off for, well, actually, I don't even know who isn't injured, because I think Jones and Evans are still injured, so I'm not particularly sure. Maybe Smalling will get pushed back there. I don't know if Raphael's injured. If he's not, then I fully expect him to get brought on, because Smalling's being played as a right mid at the minute. But anyway, yeah, I'll be back for the end of the second half, but yeah, I am fairly happy with our performance. Hopefully we can go out. Right, so my first half prediction was right. I said that it would be 2-0. Obviously before the game started I said 3-0. It did finish 2-0 to us. Completely deserved in my opinion. Obviously we have a very strong lineup, and Palace's defence was rock solid, but we did prevail. The first goal, oh shit, I'm trying to remember, oh yeah, shit, how did I forget that? What the fuck? It was a penalty, and yes, it was a penalty. The replay showed it. It was right on the line towards the left of the box. Evra got tackled. It was a blatant free kick or pen, but people were debating whether it was a penalty. It was a penalty. It was just inside the box, and RVP tucked it into the bottom right to make it 1-0. Then a few minutes later, I believe, Evra's running down again, and the ball comes to Rooney, who's in space about 14 yards out, and he's standing still, takes it on his left foot and whacks it straight into the top right. Such a good goal. A few minutes later, RVP bursts through and hits the ball with a powerful shot. And you know, Palace brought on Cameron Jerome on place for their striker who was beast for them in a championship. I forgot his name, is it Farai or something? But yeah, and he had a shot that De Gea had to tip away when it was 1-0. But apart from that, there wasn't really too much. Yeah, I think it was a good performance. Obviously, we would have expected to win since it's Palace and they are obviously fighting for relegation. But every game is hard now, and the way this Prem's went, anyone can win against anyone. It's ridiculous. So yeah. Also another thing, obviously Rooney signed his contract for 300k, right? Which obviously isn't a very, very high amount, and I don't agree he's worth that, right? But in all honesty, why do people really care? Are you paying the money? No, the club is. If the club feels he's worth 300k, then the club feels he's worth 300k. And going off his performances for the last 10 seasons for us, I would agree that we need to keep him. PSG were reportedly going to offer him 280k anyway, so what's the big deal? Who the hell cares what a player's on? Every player's paid an extortionate amount. Yes, it shouldn't be as high as it is, but it's the club's choice, and if the club wants to spend money to keep a player there, then I'm wholeheartedly agreeing with that. So yeah, I'm happy we signed Rooney. And also, put all biases aside, right, because I'm going to ask you a question, because my mate is starting to really piss me off. He's an Arsenal fan, and he worships Arsenal. He cannot admit Ozil is not, the greatest calm in the world, and that, Arsenal are so unlucky and all this shit, right? Fair enough, they're as unlucky as any other side, but they have had a few decisions go their way this season. But anyway, I'm not on about that. He called Rooney a mediocre player at best. Now, just please let me know if you agree with that. Any fans, okay, just put aside any biases, okay? If you think Wayne Rooney is mediocre at best, let me know. But if you disagree with that, then please let me know that as well, because I think that is just one of the most retarded things I've ever heard. How can a player who's played 300 games for a club, scored 150, assisted over 50, and been a pivotal player for that club be mediocre at best? It just pissed me off. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. But yeah, let me know about the matches today, because obviously Arsenal won 4-1 without the magical Ozil, as my mate says. I do like Ozil, but obviously he hasn't been performing recently. So yeah, he wasn't even on the bench, and they won 4-1 against Sunderland. City won 1-0 against Stoke. Chelsea 1-0 against Everton in the last minute. So I think we move up to 6th now. It might not be because of goal difference, but yeah. Anyway, just let me know anything really, and yeah, if you have enjoyed, then please do hit that like button. It really does help my channel. Subscribe to daily football content, and if you haven't already, remember to check out MMOJ, link will be in the description for cheap and reliable FIFA 14 Ultimate Team coins. And yeah, peace.